Sorry about that. So I left off at Hindi, where you could spend the summer or an academic year in India. And then for Indonesian, they only have the summer option, but you obviously spend the summer in Indonesia. Korean, you could spend both the summer and the academic year in Korea, or South Korea, excuse me. The summer, just a reminder, the summer program is 2 months, and then the academic year is 10 months. So that's what you normally spend on like the Flex or the Yes program is 10 months. And then Persian, you spend the summer in Tajikistan. For Russian, you have a lot of options. So you can spend the summer in Estonia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Latvia, Moldova, and Russia. And then for the academic year, they have Russian, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Moldova. So Latvia, I believe, is the only one that they only do in summer. But either way, great program. And then Turkish, you spend the summer or an academic year in Turkey. So the GIS program also goes to Turkey. That is a fantastic country. If you go there, 10 out of 10. That was my third option. Great coffee, everything. Kind of similar to Bosnia, but not really. Very different language. So application timeline for NISLY, again, November 8th. But then they have another qualifying round. So this one is, NISLY is a little bit more rigorous because it is language immersion. It looks very fantastic on college applications or just applications in general, job applications, because doing this program, you definitely come out fluent in another language. The cultural exchange ones look also fantastic, but you might not be as fluent in the language as someone who specifically goes for language immersion. So semifinalists released early December. So oh wait, this one is November 8th. Excuse me. So this is already passed. Normally NISLY is earlier because it's more rigorous. So then semifinalists are released early December, and then interviews January to March, and then finalist status released early April. They kind of give it back to you really quick because they have the summer opportunity, which you leave June, come back a little later in September. So or August, but sometimes it goes like September 1st. But anyway, so June to August is normally when the summer thing goes, so they try to get back to it in April so you know how to plan accordingly. CBYX or CBYX. So Congress Boosting Youth Exchange goes to Germany. It is a cultural and political exchange. So you do spend a lot of time. This is mainly for college students. But I do know some high school kids that go there. You don't have to have German experience for going to CBYX, and so you do spend a lot of time in it's only in Germany, but you do spend a lot of time with Congress learning about how that works, how the program is doing with that. So application timeline, December 1st. With what does it say? Selection process. Oh, you don't have an interview for CBYX, and it is in partnership with AFS, which is another you can study abroad with AFS as well. It is a one that you pay for, but they partnered up with them, so normally you spend a lot of time with AFS kids as well. So then they tell you if you're selected January to April, and then or just like any other information that they need in this time, and then they will tell you for sure from March to May for the CBYX. So that is all I have for the programs offered by the Department of State. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Email me. I will leave my contact information in below. But right now, I'm going to talk about my life in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is fantastic. So this is from our trip to Jajce. This is all of my friends and then our coordinator. We had a really fun time. It's beautiful, and it is literally so beautiful. This is the castle. So Travnica. It's a weird word, but they have castles everywhere in Bosnia. I will never get over how beautiful it is here. They have just giant castles sticking out of the mountain. From when they were colonized, they had the Austro-Hungary Empire that colonized them, and then Yugoslavia, and then Turkish Empire. So they've had a lot of empires that come in and build castles, and then they get overthrown or they leave. They leave because they get overthrown, but then they just leave these giant castles. So there's so many just throughout the landscape of Bosnia. This, again, coffee culture. The coffee here is fantastic. This is what I got the other day at my favorite coffee place. I have a picture later in the slides. And then this is just another coffee place that I go to a lot. That is a mark and a half. That is 79 cents for a giant, milky, caramely, delicious coffee. So, hate to break it to you, it's fantastic.